Miss Denise.
And I'm Mr. Alex.
Did you know that the Whitehall Library and the Whitehall Police Department are neighbors?
So this month, I thought we could take a tour of the Whitehall Borough Police Department and meet some of our neighbors. So I hope everyone sits back and enjoys.
Hey, welcome to the police department. Come on in. So excited to have you come visit us today. Hi, I'm Officer Robbie Smith. I'm with the Whitehall Police Department. I'm so excited to be a part of the Whitehall Library Community Helper Series. We were invited today to give everyone a tour of what we do behind the scenes here at the police department. I know a lot of you see us on the streets and that's where our interaction's at, and we enjoy doing that. But I think it'd be kind of neat if we came back here and kind of saw what we do behind the scenes off the streets and give you a little tour of how that goes down. All right, so welcome inside. This is the lobby of the police station. This is where we meet up every single day. We have 20 officers here that work in our department. This is kind of where we meet during shift change, get some information from the previous shift, and try to go about getting our assignments for the day. Like I said, it's kind of neat, pretty busy, so we're going to tour you around here, show you how that all goes down. So in through here, this is our dispatch center. This is kind of the nerve center of the police department. When you make a call to 911 or to our direct number here at the police station, which is 412-884-1100, you'll talk to a live dispatcher each and every time. Right here, sitting at the desk today is Dispatcher Morgan. Jess, how you doing?
Hello, good. How are you?
Thanks for being in our video.
You're welcome.
Jess, how long have you been here now?
I've been here for 4 years.
So Jess, could you tell the viewers at home what's kind of some of the information they should give you if they should happen to call our number here to speak to you?
If you have to call us or call 911, it's best to know your location. So where are you when you call? If you're at home or at a family member's house or at school, it's good to know the address or the name of the place where you're at, the phone number that you're calling from, and we're going to ask your name. And it's good to remain calm as much as you can, and if we give you any instructions, to follow any instructions, any questions we ask, just go ahead and answer, and that will get you the help you need the fastest.
So what's really unique about the Whitehall Police Department is we always have a dispatcher sitting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so that allows us to get the calls, 911 calls, much quicker than maybe say if you reached a 911 operator who then has to take the channels to get a hold of an officer through several different steps. So we have a really great dispatch center, and it's, like I said, unique to us, and I think the residents of Whitehall are really fortunate to have it. So if we look through here, Jess has several computers. This is where she's able to log some of the information she gets today. It helps her better dispatch the calls to us. It's the microphone that she uses to get the calls out. Those calls come to me on my microphone here. So the more detailed we can get with Jess, we being the caller, she's able to get that back out to us with more information. So Jess is gonna take a call now, actually. As we move over this way, this is Secretary Deb Kucan.
Hi, everyone.
Deb is also a dispatcher here, but Monday through Friday, her primary function is to be a secretary. Deb, you mind telling everybody at home kind of what the secretary does?
Secretary pays the bills and makes sure our employees get paid. I also handle the paperwork for the officers, their criminal complaints that go from the magistrates down to common pleas, and the day-to-day traffic citations.
So most people think that police officers drive real fast through the streets, chase bad guys all day long. But the reality of it is most of our day is consumed with paperwork. And as you can see on Deb's desk, there's mounds and mounds of paperwork. But lots of paperwork. But we enjoy it. It helps better serve our citizens. So kind of something that we do. It's a job function that maybe not everybody really understands. That's kind of consumes most of a police officer's day, but so be it. If we move through here, this is the office of the Chief of Police, and I think, oh, he is here.
Hello, welcome to the Whitehall Police Department. My name is Jason Gregoric. I'm the Chief of Police. I hope you're enjoying your tour. and I'm going to let Officer Smith continue on his way.
We'll move a little further back into the station and give you an idea of what else goes on. Okay, so welcome to the Officers Report Writing Center. This is where we come in and handle the majority of our paperwork. So like I said, if an officer is not on the road, chances are he's sitting right here at this desk. When we come in here, we log on to the computer. We all have our own unique logons, and all of the reports that we generate here in Whitehall are computer-based. So we get on, we type whatever report we're going to do, whether it's an arrest, a dog complaint, speeding vehicles, what have you. If there's paperwork generated about that incident, we come here and put it on the computer. As you can see, the crimes code here in Pennsylvania is really, really thick, so some of our reports can get a little difficult. But we have great reference materials here, and we do the best we can to type those reports. So now I'm going to take you a little deeper into the station. We're going to go back to the evidence and processing area. Got Officer Brown here. Officer Brown, what are you working on today?
What's going on, Officer Smith? Yeah, just got done with court, so I'm getting ready to file this case to prepare for the next level.
More paperwork. Go figure. Now we're in the processing area. I'll show you around here a little bit. Over here is the computer where an officer might do his paperwork on an arrest he just did. Back here is the evidence supply closet. And right over here is our fingerprint machine. I'll kind of show you how this might work. If someone came in to be fingerprinted in a resident who needed to have a background check done or sent their prints to some other agency, they could come to us. An officer would take them back here and we would do their fingerprints for them. It's pretty simple how it works. Come over here. This red pad here is inkless. The person rolls their finger across the pad, comes over to the paper, rolls their finger across the paper, and an inkless mark is left on this paper. Then the officer opens up the machine, places it inside, turns it on. 45 seconds later, that image, that inkless image, is now burned onto this paper. The person can then submit those fingerprints to any agency like I just mentioned. Now if we walk over here, I'll show you a little bit about the evidence supplies we have. This is where an officer would come to gather the materials he might need to collect evidence. We have envelopes to gather things that need to be submitted to the crime lab. Those evidence come in any shape and size. We also have containers that an officer might put something that's a biohazard or hazardous materials inside. They can be secured in here, also sent out for testing. Tape to secure the evidence closed, and a myriad of other things inside. This is a kit for more biohazard material. We have fingerprint kits, first aid kits, anything like that. Something neat to show everybody. This right here, this cord actually controls traffic lights. So I can come outside, plug this into any intersection here in the borough, and just by hitting these buttons here, I can turn any traffic light from red, yellow to green. Kind of neat. Then over here we have some special equipment that we might not use on a day-to-day basis, but it's very important to an officer. These are larger handcuffs, belts to secure a prisoner. It's things that we might not use every single day, but we need are kept in this closet right here. And speaking of handcuffs, let me take you somewhere else in the station here real quick. Now we're in the holding cell of the Whitehall Police Department. If unfortunately you're arrested, this is where you're going to spend the next several hours. It's not very big and it's not very comfortable. This is where the person will spend the next several hours while an officer prepares their paperwork. When that paperwork's complete, the officer takes that person down to the Allegheny County Jail. Okay, so now we're in the officer's locker room. This is where we come every day and get ready to prepare for duty. We come in, get dressed. We have all of our uniforms, our summer and winter uniforms, and we get ready, we get dressed, and we do an equipment check of ourselves. Make sure that we have everything we need for that day, that we're wearing it is on and is functional. One of the most important things we wear every day is our bulletproof vest. This is a spare one I have, sometimes called a ballistic vest. This vest is designed to stop bullets that are shot at us. Inside of that would be a trauma plate. That goes inside of here. This plate is heavy. It's intended to stop a very high, very powerful round. So when I get ready, I put all my equipment on. I'll kind of show you what I wear every day. This is my gun, obviously. This is the ammunition for that gun, the spare ammunition. Over here is pepper spray, a taser. This is my radio. That radio is attached to a cord. Cord comes up through down to a microphone. This is what the microphone I use to talk to the dispatcher, like I showed you earlier, and also fellow officers on the road. Right here is a camera. This camera is activated anytime we have any interaction with the public. It's designed to protect the public and protect the officer. It records up to 30 seconds prior to me hitting the button. After I hit the button, the camera starts. All of my conversation with that person is then recorded, as well as anything visual that's going on around us. The officer turns that off, the camera is docked, and all that information is stored to a computer here in the station. That's about it though. Pretty important part of the station, somewhere where we come in, we get ready mentally and physically for the day. All right, so if you follow me, I'm gonna take you on the part of the tour that I'm most excited about. Come into the garage here and you can meet our most famous officer. This handsome guy right here is Officer Finn and his lesser known partner, Officer Bradford. Terry, what can you tell us about Finn?
This is Canine Finn. He's 4 years old. He's a German Shepherd. He's been on the road for about 2.5 years now. Canine Finn is trained in narcotics detection, tracking, apprehension, article searches, and area searches.
You think Finn be ready to do some work for us today?
Yeah, I can show you a narcotics demonstration, show you how he finds drugs.
Finn and Officer Bradford did a training exercise with us today. Terry, what are you gonna show us?
I hit some narcotics in this general area over here, and Finn's gonna use his nose to locate them for me.
Terry, what's Finn doing right here?
He's showing me that he detects an odor of narcotics in that filing cabinet there. He showed me that he alerted.
So is he trained to sit when he finds something like that?
Yeah, sit or lay down depending on where it's at in the area.
Let's take a look. Oh. So is that his reward for finding it?
Yeah, his reward is a ball that he gets to play with, and this is all a game to him, and this is the prize at the end of the game.
So let's see how Finn did. Finn alerted on this cabinet here. You can tell by his nose. And right here in this middle box, Officer Bradford hid narcotics. Finn came over, detected it, and sat down. Pretty amazing. He's a valuable asset to our department, and we're so happy to have him. Welcome to the back of the police station. This is the parking lot where we bring all the vehicles in every day. This is where we depart from when our shift starts. If you look back here, this is a Ford Explorer. This is not like the Ford Explorer that Mom and Dad drive. This is a Ford Explorer that is been modified uniquely for police work. You look across the back here, obviously it says police. Has our logo here, as well as the car number. This is car 26-1. We have 26-2. We have car 3 coming soon to the department. We also have a K9 vehicle. We have a DARE vehicle, some court vehicles as well. They're all pretty similar, but each of them serves a different function. Look across the side here. Whitehall Police real big. That way when we're coming down the street, you know who we are. Over here again is our car number. This is the spotlight that we use at night. Up top here are the red and blue lights you typically see on a police car. These are LED lights that are extremely bright. We need them to be bright because during the day, if we're trying to signal someone's attention, those bright lights enable us to get that car pulled off to the side of the road. We look through the front here. The siren box is mounted here in the grille. The sirens that you hear when a police car is coming down the road come from this area of the car. The other side is very similar to what we just saw from the driver's side here. Up top here is the light bar again. There's bright white lights there that we use at night to help see in an area that's not so well lit. Now we are inside the police car. I'm going to take you through kind of some of the equipment that we have in here, how an officer uses it, and what its purpose is for. So think of the police car as kind of like the police officer's mobile office. When we get in here, we spend majority of our day out on the street patrolling. So this specialized equipment gives us the tools to kind of complete our job in an efficient and safe way. Right here, kind of the focal point in the dash is our computer, or we might call it the mobile data terminal. Got a keyboard here set up, and anything that I would need to print or a report needed to be written, or if I wanted to run license plates, check names and date of births, I can do that all through this computer. I type it in and that information is at my fingertips. But if I were to go on a traffic accident or type a ticket up for a traffic violation, that all can be done here and sent over to this printer. Once I hit send, paper comes out here with the information printed on it. I can take it right here and issue it out. That way I don't have to come back to the police station. Also here in the dash, in the center console area rather, is our radio. Like I showed you earlier with the dispatcher, when she puts out a call to us, that comes through this radio, and I talk back to her through this microphone. Lastly, down here, this is the lighting system. The overhead lights I showed you before, they're controlled down here through this console. When I flick this bar over to the right, that activates the overhead lights. The red, white, and blue lights that I showed you earlier turn on. Also have buttons down here for the lights that are on the sides of our vehicles, like our floodlights and our alley lights. And the kind of unique thing about this is when these lights turn on, so does our camera system. So the camera mounted here on the windshield that faces out over the dash is recording anything in front of the vehicle. That's all sent to this camera, or I'm sorry, this monitor up here up top. But what's kind of neat about that, when this camera turns on, automatically my camera on my chest turns on. And that's done through this docking station. When I come in to start my shift, I take my camera off, put it on the dock, it syncs up to our computer, I take it back on and I wear it. That way, anytime that camera comes on, my camera's on as well. That's pretty much it. These are some of the things that an officer uses on a day-to-day basis to make our job a little easier and a little safer. Well, thanks for spending the day with us. I hope you enjoyed taking a tour of the station. Hope we were able to shed some light on a few things that maybe you didn't understand about police work. I know I had a ton of fun, and I hope you did too. Take care, stay safe, and if you see me out there, make sure you wave. See ya.